GloVis. Have you made an account? You go to Earth Data. Okay, you can simply go to Earth Data. Earth Data. Okay, go to this particular website, Earth Data, and this is where you will make an account. Okay, this is where you will make an account. So where exactly this happens very often, I can just go for Earth Data search, and you go for logging in. Okay, go for logging in, and that is where you will get an option to register. Let's go for logging in, and you will have an option to register for a profile. So you go for registering for a profile, you add this information, all this information, okay, and continue for it. You will receive a mail on your email ID. Make sure the email ID that you're using is an active one, so that you will receive a mail to validate your profile and you will be good to go. So the same credentials you can use on USGS GloVis. Come to glovis.usgs.gov, launch GloVis, okay, and make sure that you're logged in here. If it is asking you to log in, then you go log in first, because if you are not logged in, you won't be able to download the dataset. So continue, you make sure that you logged in, you are logged in. Once you are logged in, this is how it will appear. Log out with your username. Okay, my surname is Karapurkar, but you see it as Kundapura because that is my study area. Then come to selected data set. So this is how your interface looks. This is where you ensure that you are logged in. This is your map view. You can navigate around, zoom in, zoom out, and do many different things over here. And then you have an interface control here. Make sure that this scene navigator is checked on, that you are able to see it here. If it is not there, this steering wheel kind of symbol that you have, that is what you have to check on. Okay, now you have to select a typical data set, and before that you want to point these particular bullet pointer over the region that you are interested in. Now because I am interested in data of Udupi district, I come over here. It has a very unique coastline, no? So I'm able to recognize it. But what if your data lies somewhere in the landlocked region? Then it becomes pretty difficult for you to identify, isn't it? So let's say I want some data, I want to download some data for Ujjain. So I have searched for Ujjain in Google Map, and I've simply clicked somewhere, wherever, okay, so that it shows up latitude, longitude. I will save this, I will copy this latitude, longitude, and I come to map view, where you will see this 3-leaf map. You open it, you will see latitude, longitude, this option, okay, and this is where you are going to paste longitude. Don't go for opposite. Make sure longitude is pasted here, latitude is pasted here. So in Google Map, the first one that you get is latitude, the next second one is longitude. So I'm copying this and I'm pasting the latitude also over here, and I'm clicking on jump to location. Now I cannot move my cursor, or I cannot move my map, or it will get disturbed. Okay, and then what do? I select the data set. You see a small plus sign here. It works much like your Myntra and Flipkart and things like that. So click on this plus sign. I want you to download Landsat 8 or 9. Select that, okay, and then add selected data sets. This particular option you have to choose. If you go for adding all data set, everything will get added. Then it will be a problem. So you want to add selected data set. I want you to download Landsat 8 and 9. That's all. Okay. And now there are so many data sets that are available. You can slightly move your map, slightly, okay, so that the results will start loading. So right now for this particular region, that is Ujjain, there are 719 scenes that are available. I'm just zooming in, okay. I'm just zooming in a little. I'm not moving that particular cursor. I'm ensuring that my cursor lies on the same area. Let the results load so that I'm able to see the preview of that data set. Okay. No result. I'm just moving it a little so that I'm able to see. Okay, so there are 396 scenes that match this particular region. All right, but I want the data set to be for a specific time period. For example, for January, Landsat 8, 9. Landsat 8, 9. That is what you have to choose. Okay. So I want to choose some common metadata filter. I want to choose acquisition date, the date for on which this particular data was captured. And I told you that I am interested in first of only the month of January 2025. So I'm giving that from and to date. Okay. So January 1st, 2025 to 31st of January 2025. Okay. And then I will add the filter. And then you can close. You can use multiple other options also. Explore them if they are of your interest. I am not interested in it, so I will close it down. So there are 4 scenes that are matching this particular filter. The first image that I see right now is 2025 January 1st, 6th day. Okay, so 6th January 2025. This is the acquisition date. The first 8-digit number, the first 8-digit number in this ID is your acquisition date. That is the date on which that satellite data was captured. Then you have LC08. It starts with LC08. It means it belongs to Landsat 8. If it was to be Landsat 5, it would have been LC05. Okay. And then you have level 1 TP. That means thematic product level 1. Level 1 means it is not processed data. If you see it as L2, then it is processed data. To what extent it is processed, you will have to read. Then you have path. Then you have the 6-digit number. The first 3 digits indicate path. The next 3 digits indicate row. The satellite goes around the path from pole to pole. Okay, so this is one path, then it goes around the second path, and like that. And besides that, as it goes along a path, it takes multiple pictures in specific rows. Okay, either in ascending order or descending order. So that is path and row. Often you might not be interested in this, but then you have this 8-digit number, first 8-digit number, because you have another 8-digit number as well. So the first 8-digit number is your date on which the satellite data was captured. Okay, so this particular data was captured on 6th of January 2025, and the next date, that is 11th of January 2025, this is its processing date. The data was processed and then it was made available to be downloaded online. So that happened on this particular day. This is the cloud collection. Okay, where exactly it is stored on the cloud, so that from there you are downloading it. It is not of our interest. Then you can go for simply clicking on download. If at all you are fine with this data, go ahead. But if you feel it has some cloud cover, go next. Find that cloudless data. So this is cloudless data. I hope you're able to see this. So I'm happy with this data. Let me go for clicking on download. Okay, and right now I want you to go for the product bundle download. That will be the highest size. Everything else will be several MB, but this will be in GB, or it will be in hundreds of MB. Okay, so you will go for clicking on the small request download option. It will open one pop-up. Don't close it, and it will direct you to save your data. Okay, wait for it to load that saving panel. It will take a little longer. It's taking a little longer. Okay, this is taking longer. Okay, so then besides that, you can also select some files that you want to download. That is also there. You can do that, whichever file that you want to download. Now right now I don't want you to pay attention to this. I would want you to download the entire bulk file. Later we will discuss when exactly you go for downloading specific. Okay, so it's asking me to download it. I'm not going to download it. I just have to click on save, so it will start getting downloaded. But I have already downloaded the data of my interest, so I don't want to download another data, so I'm closing it down. If you want to save it, you can just click on save. Let me close it. Okay, now similarly, let me just delete this. I want to download them data, for which I will also remove this acquisition date. Okay, remove this acquisition date, because the dem data, that is SRTM dem data, is available only for 2000. So if you give acquisition date, that data won't show up on it. So I want to select which data. SRTM void field. This is shuttle radar topographic mission. This is dem data, digital elevation data. We will be using it for a specific module later in time. So we will add selected data, and then my mouse is still at the same place where I want to download the data set for. So it shows up SRTM, this is its ID, okay, and I want to go for just clicking on download, and among these three options I want to go for downloading GeoTIFF 3 arc second. Make sure that you download this GeoTIFF folder, not this digital terrain elevation data or this BIL, okay. You will go for downloading this GeoTIFF. Click on this small download button. It will again open this pop-up, similarly how we did for Landsat 8 and 9, and then you can go ahead and save it. Right now it is not working, that SRTM data seems to be not working, but it will work in some time because it doesn't remain down, that site doesn't remain down for very long. Okay, all right. So that is about downloading the dataset from USGS GloVis. You are making your credentials on Earth data and using the same credentials for this particular website, because here also you can make account, but it just keeps asking a lot of data set, okay, lot of information. So rather than doing that, you go for making an account on Earth data portal, use the same credentials for this USGS GloVis. I hope this is clear. Just give me a thumbs up if this is clear. Okay, so you are making account on Earth data and you are using the same credentials on your USGS GloVis. Okay, that will be the best, wisest choice. All right, so we are